On today's expose, well, shit, Kevin, we already talked about most of these people. We talked about Madelyne Pryor. We talked about Bishop. But I thought this person still fits. We're going to talk about Nate Gray today.
Let's do it.
Yeah. He first appeared in X-Men #1 in March 1995, created by Jeff Loeb and Steve Sprouse. So he is a variation on a character we all know and love, but people at my old job used to hate when I talked about X-Men, because literally one time I'm like, oh, that's Nightcrawler. But he's not our Nightcrawler. He's an alternate dimension Nightcrawler. That's what we're looking at here. This is an alternate dimension Nathan Gray, the baby of Madelyne Pryor. Well, technically in this reality, the unknown baby of Cyclops and Jean Grey. Mr. Sinister stole their cells, created this baby, this kind of clone thing, and he wanted to raise it in order to kill Apocalypse during the Age of Apocalypse. So this is the AOA storyline. The thing with Nate Gray is he has telekinesis, telepathy, teleportation, energy, and matter manipulation, reality warping. Yeah, he has like a whole chronokinesis, power manipulation, everything. The thing with him, he is Nate Gray, except for if Nate Gray never got the techno-organic virus that limits his power. So the thing with Nate is he's incredibly powerful. He even made his own reality, which was actually a really bad storyline for a while.
Is that the Jesus one?
Was it what?
The Jesus Nate Gray? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like that one. But because he's so powerful, he basically burns himself out. So he kind of dies at a young age. So he's a really cool character. I actually wanted the tattoo that he has, but the tattoo artist messed it up and gave me this bad-looking one instead.
Yeah. But, I've been playing an 8th grade cosplay, and I have temporary tattoo marker, which I'm gonna draw. So
nice.
Exciting.
You totally have the look for it. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Get some gray in my hair. Get some gray in my beard. Do it. Yeah.
And don't look like the one from Days of Future Past, the one that you called Chubby.
No. The dead one?
Yeah. He was a chubby kid. I'm like,
I go where I wanna go. Jean.
Scott.
Jean.
Scott. I summon the Arctic winds.
No more mutants.
I summon the Arctic winds.
No more mutants.
I summon the Arctic winds.
No more mutants. There's always more gators in the bayou.
Don't get a
All right, let's get into this. Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm your ultimate excavationist.
and I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
Speaking of X fans, we talk about you enough on the show, right? Eorio, you're back. You're back.
Woo-hoo! And it is a pleasure to be back. I would say that I'm very much an X fan of this podcast as well, too.
Yay!
Yay!
I know our little podcast has been getting a lot of attention lately.
It's super exciting. I know.
So well deserved. So well deserved, Jen.
Thank you.
I'm happy that everyone else is seeing what I've seen from the beginning.
Yeah,
Thank
even
you.
the OG. Now everybody else is jumping on board.
I'm a trendsetter. No.
So behind the scenes last week, Sexy Xies, we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I was so mad.
So for some reason, after I got the recordings, 30 minutes of Kevin's recording wasn't there. So I've taken steps to make sure this doesn't happen again. Kevin nicely re-recorded some stuff that I could put in the episode. That may be why the audio didn't sound quite right through the last part of it. But you had some really cool things that you had said on the podcast. Would you like to share those with us?
Yes, I made some wonderful points that I'm like, oh, it's lost to the internet. First of all, I wanted to address somebody actually wrote me a message. We wrote us a message about how the lightning scared Storm, and I thought that was super powerful because that was another part of her turning point because of her. Normally she'd be able to sense this lightning forever away, and that the fact that it scared her made her even feel less than just being powerless. It's like, this is real. And that's part of her decision to leave, I think. So that's important. There's also the part after Gambit sees Rogue leave Magneto's little chambers there, that he drops the Queen of Hearts, the card of the Queen of Hearts, because Rogue represents his Queen of Hearts in his life, and so he lets it go in a way. Very poetic,
so
very
sad.
telling. I know. It was so good.
I did not realize that. Oh, that is so cool. Good.
Yeah,
good.
Eagle-Eye Kevin.
Yeah.
Yes, all the things I said that were lost. What else did I say? Oh, and I also said that Storm is probably on her way to Sea Forge, is what I said.
Oh, yeah.
That was lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for sharing those with us. I made sure to put it in our docket to make sure we do not forget to get Kevin's
Previously
thoughts.
on X-Men.
Previously on X-Men. Yep. Speaking of previously on, last week we asked, who do you want Theo James to voice in X-Men 97? I did have somebody write in and ask, who the hell is Quentin Quire? So
Right, because that I asked that question in the lost footage, but because we lost it, you just kind of went into it. Like, so it's super random.
It's I forgot I was gonna use North Star instead of Quentin Quire, and then I forgot last minute, and I was like, shit, who do I put instead? And I put Quentin Quire, but North Star's actually been on the show, so that would have made sense. But by the end of this episode, I'll tell you my new theory about who I think Theo James may be voicing. I have a theory. I have a theory.
Sure.
Quentin Quire only got 17% of the votes. Archangel got 25%. And Iceman and Havoc, our two sexy blondes, got 29%. So they tied. So that's who we're aching to see.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Is Theo James queer?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I want I know this sounds bad, but I want like a queer person to voice Iceman, like that's why I voted for Havoc. I think he'd be a great Havoc.
Okay. I agree with that. I've been struggling with that too, because I love Theo James. I think he's very sexy. He has a wonderful, huge fake penis that we saw in White Lotus. But yeah, I do want a queer person voicing Iceman, so I get it. And they have to make him queer in the show. They have to. They can't not if they bring him in.
With everything they're doing with the whole Morph and Logan, which we'll get into, it has to be brought up that he's like came out or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Polaris's track, right?
Exactly. On a very special X-Men 97, Pride Month episode.
There you go. Yeah. All right, so this episode aired today, March 27, 2024, and also I think it's worth noting the X-Men 97 first comic book dropped today, so Kevin and I will make a plan for when that comes out, but it will be very shortly. I've already read it.
Shortly. Soon and very soon.
Soon and very soon. One of the things I'll tease that it talks about, which I loved, is Mr. Sinister may have some beef with the Nasty Boys, so we may not see Nasty Boys in X-Men 97. We may see a new team. Why not? He's got 1 million of them.
Exactly.
Take your choice. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Still
story. Yep. Story by Bo DeMaio and Charlie Feldman, directed by Emi Yonemura. Yonemura?
Did you? There was another X-Men event last week too, where Bo and Lenore were together. A bunch of our cosplayer friends were there. I was very jealous, but Bo's still hanging out with the X-Men crowd. So, and his Instagram is back actually right now too. His Instagram.
Came cool. Back. Oh yeah. And I wore this today.
Oh my god!
I was gonna wear my.
It was an X-Men tank top, peoples.
X-Men tank top, and it's purple. I got it in purple because that's my color. I love purple.
Oh my god, it looks perfect.
I know because I'm wearing it. Hello.
Duh.
All right. So Ryan and I, just another tease. We both agreed there is something in this episode that we have a little bit of beef with. So we'll bring that up, and then I'm looking forward to all the details Kevin finds and all the insights that Ryan brings. So let's get into this.
Okay.
All right. In Beast Lab, he monitors a sleeping Jean. Other Jean, I don't call her by her chosen name until she calls
Till the
herself
time
that.
comes.
So you're going to get a lot of other Jeans, fake Jeans, clone Jeans. You get a lot of things in here.
Jean Doe.
Jean Doe. Other Jean scans her mind and finds there are only half memories within the Jean that just showed up at the manor. She suddenly gets a flash from Mr. Sinister, and a diamond on her head lights up. Morphs. It's morphin' time. Into Spiral to throw in his vote to call the new Jean Doe. Beast reveals that he used gamma rays, gamma winky face, to look at the hemoglobular level of both genes. I don't know what he said. He said some beast shit right there. He looked at the blood.
I was trying to say hemoglobular earlier, and it was not good.
Okay,
Oh, my stars and garters. Yeah.
Oh, my stars and garters. Something's insightful. Jean Doe, as it turns out, is the real Jean. Fake Jean doesn't take the news well. Fake Jean destroys Beast test, gets mad, and leaves with baby Nathan.
Okay,
Ryan has something he wants to say.
All right. What was the previously on in episode 2? Who was it? Scott?
It was. Or was it?
Aurora?
Magneto. It was Magneto.
Magneto
Okay.
did
one.
So
And now
this
this week is
previously
Jean.
on
Yeah.
is Jean.
Yeah.
And I did a little bit of digging, actually. So did you guys notice any differences in the beginning at all? I know one that you saw, but there is huge differences.
And Birdo got his own little Jubilee running into the fence moment.
I noticed that right away. I'm like, oh my gosh,
that was amazing.
Fun.
It was perfect.
Had that
Storm was not in the intro, you guys. She didn't
have
her on the mountain doing the thing.
No.
And then
she was in that one flashback moment they showed up like a flashback from the past.
Exactly.
Yeah,
had it. Okay, so they showed a flashback of Enter Magneto, episode 3, of when Storm, Cyclops, and Wolverine were all fighting the Magneto in episode 3 the first time when they take down the missiles and stuff like that. And then the other
Lilandra's there too. I got Lilandra.
Yeah.
Exactly. So then they show Lilandra with Xavier pushing down the button from Phoenix Saga. And then they also show from Dark Phoenix when Dark Phoenix literally takes over everything and is about to consume Scott, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So what my theory is
Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, okay. My theory is because if you remember in episode 2, there were scenes that kind of reflected more of Storm, they had her holding up the Morlock double staff.
Yeah.
So we're going to get glimpse from the beginning of each episode who's going to be highlighted in each episode from previous scenes. Because, and then also if you think about it, there was also another thing that I believe they changed. I don't remember it from the first one, but Rogue kissing Gambit through her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And she did that. And then Gambit and Rogue kind of had a little bit more to do with this episode as well, kind of more of what we found out that, he's getting jealous and shit, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
which he has good reason to be jelly.
Yeah, I would be too. I mean, new Magneto's a little bit of a zaddy, I'm not going to lie. But
but they give you more reason not to skip the credits. If you didn't have, if people are going to I'm going to skip it. And no, you're going to miss important, fun things. Easter
Yeah.
eggs.
Easter eggs.
Exactly. So like I saw all of this and it was funny because I like got home from I had like a tux fitting today and I got home for the tux fitting and I was like, we need to rewatch this 5 times. I'm sorry, Mike, but we're watching the intro 5 times. And we're watching the other one a few times too. I'm like, I need to bring something valid.
Nice. I know. And Alan was like, we could watch X-Men tomorrow night, last night. And I was like, great, that'll be my 3rd time watching it. Fine with that. Yeah,
I make
it's
my
taking over
fiance
life.
watch it every Wednesday morning when we get up before work. I'm like, come on, we got to get up in a half hour earlier. We got to watch X-Men.
Nice. Yeah, I wake up much earlier than him. So by the time he woke up, I was already like, I had already watched it. I just needed to type out the notes. So we good. We good.
I
Yeah.
love it.
What's interesting though, this episode is called Fire Made Flesh, and that's exactly what she said when she introduced herself when she was in the Hellfire Club. She's like, I am fire made flesh. I'm like, ooh, fun little callback.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm loving that because I'm seeing so many like callbacks to like old stuff in this. Like it's just the writer Bo did such an amazing job. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
And I think from like a nerd perspective, knowing the comics the way I do, part of how Madelyne came into existence is her clone was kind of like inept until Jean died as the Phoenix, and then she suddenly woke up. So even from like the comics, she's literally fire made flesh because the Phoenix had to kind of die for Madelyne to be. So it works on different levels, and I don't know if that's on purpose, but I love it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
But yeah.
So good.
And I love that Morph became Spiral just so he can have more hands to vote with.
Yeah. I love Morph so much.
I have like Morgan's like my new favorite character. Like with all the little Easter.
And if you remember, like after like his joke didn't land, he's like, "This is funny," and he's like, no one like even paying attention. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sulk in the corner."
Yeah.
Like,
so I want your opinion here. Is it weird that I find them attractive even in like the white face with no like features? Is that a weird thing to be attracted to? Because it works for me.
So.
Yeah, I don't think so at all because I also believe that there could be someone that when you first like see a photo of them, they seem like, oh, they're cute. They're not like super attractive or anything, but they're cute. And then you meet them and their personality brings out like so much more and you kind of like them 10 times more. I'm like, oh, wait, you know what? It's kind of got it going on. Yeah. So I totally agree. His personality makes him attractive. I agree with you. I even find the new Morph.
Hey, we're working on things. I know it's so hard, and I know none of us mean any ill will towards it because we all support transgender and non-binary. But it's just a hard habit that we've had all our lives. So
exactly,
yeah.
But it's also crazy because like while they're non-binary, they do generally have a male presenting body. So that's why I think we veer towards that. But yeah, there are lots of hot bald people, so I get it.
And I know what you're gonna say, Ryan, because Morph, they even look good. Like as the redesign of the face that they were using, it looks better in this. So all around, like great job with Morph's humor. I like Morph's voice. I like Morph's sexiness in both faces that they use. I'm all here for Morph. And I didn't love Morph in the original series.
Right.
Now alone in her room, Jean comforts Nathan. In comes Cyclops. He comforts her by telling her no one wants to take Nathan away from her. Scott tries to reassure fake Jean, but she sees right through him and asks him to leave. Fake Jean suddenly hears Sinister over the baby monitor. Okay, I got like chills at when this like literally like happened. Like they did this so well. Like I literally feel like I was like watching like an adult movie, not like porn, but like
Pervert. He sent me a picture of a young girl.
I'm not so great with Instagram. All right, I literally typed in something that said excited. I was like, wanted to send a photo that said excited, and for some reason, a little girl popped up and it sent it right away. And I was like, "You're a bad person, Ryan. What are you doing?" Oh my goodness! But yeah, not a creep at all. I promise.
But yeah, I agree. I think this is Chris Britton doing the voice of Sinister from the original series. And I feel like they've made his voice even more dark
Creepier.
and sinister sounding. And I love it. It's great for him.
They really did. That was one of my questions. I wasn't able to look that up. I was like, is he the same one? Because he sounds a little altered, but I mean, who remembers the first Mr. Sinister that we got from the secret ending from season 1, where it was literally or something like, it was
Weird.
more morph than Mr. Sinister.
Well, and fun enough, that was not Chris Britton's voice who first did that, because they didn't know if there's going to be a season 2, so they just threw that in for fun. And then they hadn't cast him or designed him yet.
I learned that from this amazing podcast called Solving the Threats.
I should listen sometime.
Coincidence.
Take a look. Take a listen. Just a little backtrack. Running back to the red diamond on Fake Jean's head. Like, I think that's so good. And also, like, kind of like such a call out to nowadays the comics too. Like, I know that like you guys spoke about gold balls and like the previous one, but like now even bringing up like the red diamond on the head with all like Sins of Sinister that went down. Like they're doing so many like, are you gonna catch this? Are you like, you know what I mean? Like secret things for like us like diehards, you know, like, which is absolutely amazing. And I cannot be happier.
You know what's funny is I didn't even think about Sins of Sinister until you started talking, and I was like, that's true. All the clones had the diamond. That is a very cool call out. So thank you for noticing that.
Of course. Ooh. I told you, I brought notes this time.
Yeah. Watch out.
But I love the two where when you said how she could see through Scott's like trepidations, and she's like, Storm would have believed me. I was like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Back in Beast's lab, Bishop is excited to see that Beast has almost fixed his time travel device. As Bishop and Cyclops discuss the laws of time, Beast suddenly flips the fuck out. He sees something sinister all over Fake Jean's DNA. He tells Scott to go get Nathan. And we still don't know why Bishop is there, but yeah, interesting.
Well, actually, I realized because they talked about it in the comic a little bit. Bishop is trapped here because his time machine is broken. That's why Beast is working on it so much, which they kind of talk about later in this episode too. But that's kind of the insight the comic gave. He's
I didn't read it yet. Okay.
I know. And I'm purposely not giving away too much from the comic because we're going to cover it. But I'm just giving little insights here and there since I read it.
Since you read it. Okay, fine.
This was like another moment to me. This really grabbed me when Beast is like, go to Nathan now. Like, it was so like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Like, Mr. Sinister brought this baby into existence, basically. And now the clone is alone in the house with him.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yeah, basically. That's what it reminded me of.
In just like the terror in his voice too, you know, like it was just so good because it just really brought you back to how horrible of a villain actually Sinister is.
Yeah, which is why he's my favorite villain. I love him.
Oh, yes.
Got some Beyonce hand in there.
She's serving villain. Yeah.
Right. I know, and I love you talked about the newer comics. I love how like queer they've made Mr. Sinister over the year. Like now he's into fashion. He needs to wear his cape. He can't be without his cape.
Even the way that he walks, like with his hands like tilted, like, you know, like a little loose-handed. Like I fucking love it.
I love it. It's so great. And I love too that like Sinister isn't really into anyone. Like we don't know if he's gay. We don't know if he's straight. He's just so obsessed with himself and his clones. Like he's probably fucking the clones. Actually, that's what I would do. But we don't know. We don't know what he's up to, and that's why he's such a great villain.
Really, I agree. I mean, all we know about is Rebecca, and that was what, like 4 lives ago.
Yeah. All right. Back in Jean's room, Sinister briefly appears in the room with Fake Jean. That was fucking creepy too. He's just in the corner suddenly, and then he's not.
Yeah. Rusty lurking in the bushes.
Yeah.
And there.
Which, by the way, I don't remember if we said this, but I love that you found out that you actually own
I know.
Electronic Talking Clue, and you just didn't realize it. This game that I've mentioned so many times on the podcast.
It's
and you
there on
fucking own
my
it.
shelf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yep. He tells her over the baby monitor that he cloned fake Jean to get to Nathan. Fake Jean sees flashbacks of her and Jean on the operating table. Put that in your back pocket. Sinister suddenly exerts control over fake Jean, causing her to go cray-cray. By all the unholy power of Sailor Moon, moon transformation power, she turns herself into the Goblin Queen. She announces that all will know her Inferno. I'm counting it. I'm counting that as
Yes.
a cameo.
Absolutely.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
Yeah, because for those who may not know, Inferno is what Madelyne Pryor, a clone of Jean Grey, is most known for, because she went crazy and raised the hordes of hell in order to sacrifice her baby Nathan in order to be more powerful. So the fact that she said Inferno, cameo.
Yep.
Cameo.
Absolutely.
As soon as they started, like, the object started turning into demons, or like it started like transforming and stuff like that, I was like, this is it. This is 97's version of Inferno. So I'm so happy you called that out. I really believe it too.
Yay.
You know, we get so many versions of epic X-Men stories over the years through the first one, and now we're getting like our first, like, you know, like subtle story, subtle famous X-Men story that's put into their words. You know, like they always change it out a little bit, and I think this was absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I loved it.
Yeah.
We do have the first of, I think, 2 You Look Familiars right here. So we have this picture of Scott and Jean on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is directly taken from X-Men number 30, The Wedding of Cyclops and Phoenix.
You're absolutely right. That looks so good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually
I loved it.
there's a lot more. I can't tell you where they are, but I know there's a part where there's like 4 different ones at once.
Yeah, and I called out one of those. I couldn't place all of them, though. Because, I know what you're talking about when she goes into, like, her mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying, yeah. Which one of these?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them is the picture of the original team, the original 5. And I, like, scoured last week trying to find, I know that shows up in the comics. I just couldn't figure out which comic it shows in.
And one of them was actually a Comic-Con poster. I forget which one.
Oh.
And one of them, it was a poster that was made
That
for
is
Comic-Con
so
and they used
cool.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, it was the one where the Cyclops was like in the big face in the front. That was the Comic-Con one. So,
wow.
I know.
The danger room door opens and out poops Wolverine, Morph, and Gambit, fresh from a spar. Morph goes back to book another session, but everything's taken by Rogue and Magneto. Morph takes great pleasure in rubbing it into Gambit's face. Gambit goes to find Rogue. Logan tells Morph to hit the showers while he checks on one of the redheads.
One of them.
Mm-hmm.
So are we all in agreement that Rogue and Magneto are, like, super fucking? Like, they're just going into that danger room and just knocking it out? Because what else are they doing?
I mean, they're on a mission. Go ahead.
I have a theory that maybe maybe Magneto is trying to use his power and try to teach Rogue how to be able to touch Gambit. No, okay, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. She's taking lessons about how to control it. I don't know. No, they're probably fucking. It's fine. Okay.
I was going to go with fucking as well.
I've heard that about you.
Yeah. Rumors out. Yeah, no.
I don't remember if I talked about this last week. Did I talk about Rachel and her aversion to Rogue and Magneto?
Maybe.
I don't believe so.
I don't
I
think
don't know.
so. So my friend Rachel, best friend Rachel, who was on the
Oh,
pod
yes.
before, used to
I
work
thought you were
at
talking about Rachel
Borders.
Gray. I was like,
I thought you were talking about
Oh.
Rachel. Yeah, me too. I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. She used to work at Borders, and for anyone who is too young, Borders was a bookstore, much like Barnes and Noble. And there used to be a graphic novel with Rogue and Magneto on the cover, and she hates them together. So I'd follow her through the store with it, or I'd put it in certain places and be like, "Oh, what's this book?" So when she lifted it up, it would be sitting behind it. So she messaged me when she watched it. I told her, "Don't throw a table when you watch episode 2." And then she watched it, and she's like, "I hate it! I hate it! I'm throwing tables! I'm throwing tables everywhere!" So yeah, not everybody's a fan
funny.
of Zaddy and Rogue.
Yeah.
was that the X-Men Legacy cover?
Yes. Oh, they're
Yes.
good.
I love that. I love that series when she was kind of like teaching the younger students too. I don't know if it was at that point at that time, but I really liked how they took X-Men Legacy at that point.
Yeah, that was a good series, and it had good art. I liked it.
Yes, art was phenomenal. It was
Yeah.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal.
I have a comic book fan to talk about stuff with. Hi, Brian. Hi.
You're right.
Okay. Who is it? Me. 6.
To you, yep.
Oh.
Okay.
This is a good one.
This is a good
In
one.
the locker room. I'm in the locker room a lot. But yes,
Oh.
Morph is about to hit the shower. But it's all that is unholy. One of the showers, Nightmare on Elm Street 2's, and turns on itself. I hear like the steam. Like, let's go see the steam. Meanwhile, Gambit is looking for Rogue when he sees a door ajar. He goes to investigate. Jubes and Berto are watching the tube when the tube starts talking to them. This reminded me of like X-Men 2. No, yeah, X2 when the kid's watching it. He's like, oh, they're in the house.
Oh
yeah.
It starts taking the stations by blinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of the ending of the last episode when Jean comes to the door, it reminded me of Senator Kelly coming to the door of the X-Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
Another kind of callback. But anyway, all right, continuing. All right. Jubes and Berto watching the tube. La la la. In the shower, Morph pops his claws to help naked Logan. He gives him that look. He's like, "Oh, well then." He's like, "I can help you get to all those hard to reach places."
Oh.
So it's so sexy. It's so sexy. I'm like, oh. And then it made me think about like when he turned into Sabretooth. I'm like, oh, they're like having a little like cat and mouse kind of game over here. Anyway, so Logan's voice suddenly sounds a little more sinister. Elsewhere, Gambit enters the green room to find Sexy, Nito, and Rogue embracing, which is supposed to be very much like that time where they were together, right? It's the same kind of look. I think that's weirdly familiar here, right?
This is a cameo because this is her Savage Land Rogue costume, which I know Rachel is like, back when she was a little heavier, she's like, I want to lose weight and I'm going to wear that outfit. And I've seen that at many a con. Everybody loves Savage Land Rogue.
Yeah.
It's a great,
sexy.
But I know there is a comic, I saw a comic page where she's kind of holding Magneto like that and she has the same kind of leg. It's the same kind of pose.
Oh, yeah.
Some kind of comic
I know
thing.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. That is what you look familiar.
Look familiar. See, I know things.
I
can't tell you which
comic
comic book, but I know it's there. I know it exists.
Huh?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
For sure.
Kevin got us a You Look Familiar, and we also have Sexy Kazar in there, and then Nick Fury's there for reasons with this huge fucking gun.
So, in the other room, the TV comes alive and turns into Berto's parents. Well, I don't see the mom. Did he do the dad too? I don't know.
I guess just the mom. You're right.
Just the mom. Oh, but there's like monster coming out of the TV, very like Samara from The Ring, and then she's like, "Here's your ugly mom face." With your legs. I don't like it. This was nightmares. Naked Logan turns into Sinister and attacks Morph.
Oh, poor Morph.
I know. And he's like, "No, my nightmares from my past. I had so much trauma with Sinister. I don't like it."
Okay, for Hush, I forgot to mention this, but when Logan basically calls Gambit's balls hush puppies, that
Yeah.
like fucking had me. I loved it. I loved
Too funny.
absolutely every part of it.
Yes.
Also, I was trying to think of like if they were being like when Berto and Jubes were watching the TV. I was like, what TV show are they like trying to like emulate of them like watching in like '97 or whatever? And at first I was like, oh, this has got to be like maybe like 90210, but I'm like, no, that was probably like over at this time. So I was trying to think like what had like people with hair parted down the center and like a blonde, and I'm like, do you think they were supposed to be watching Dawson's Creek?
Oh.
Oh, that would fit. Yeah.
Like, yeah. Where have all the cowboys gone?
Wow.
Oh.
Psyche and Bishop run into Jean's room to find the baby toy turn into a demon. It attacks them. A teddy bear turns into a fucking scary-ass motherfucking cocksucking Xavier and starts handing out Scott's biggest fear. Demerits! Shard's face appears and chastises Bishop for abandoning her. In the other room, Jubilee and Berto fend off against the Monster Mom. Beast comes in through the elevator and finds a Leah Michelle demon. The whole team converges in Jean's room just in time for the floor to fall out.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. All these
With
nightmares
all
were
of
disturbing
that-
as fuck, though. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, disgusting.
Yeah, with all like the different doors and like different things happening in each doors, I'm like, this is the most fucked up bathhouse I've ever seen. Like,
That's what it feels like. You're right. It's so sexually charged, but then there's demons. It gets a little weird.
Yep. Yeah.
oh my god. The team go crashing down into hell. Beast can't understand how Sinister is manipulating reality this way. Scott reveals that it's fake Jean, and this is reality. Bishop has Scott shoot him and uses his power to awesomely take out a shit ton of demons. Once the demons are handled, a demon sentinel pops up. Real Jean gets mad and writes everything that fake Jean did. The X-Team now safely back in the manor. Fake Jean appears with Nathan and dubs her the Goblin Queen. She flashes the X-Men and bounces. Sorry, I was just reading that.
You're welcome, by the way, for this marvelous writing that I did, this morning.
Stop, this is perfect. I honestly commend you on all of this. All right, so I love also that, like, when she did her, like, Sailor Moon transformation, too, like, usually Marvel is so, like, I'm not going to show any skin or anything like that, and even in, like, the action figures that they released for fake, we'll call her Fake Jean still, or sorry, the Goblin Queen. She named herself now. The Goblin Queen. She has all latex. It's not like you see any skin or anything. So I was like,
Right.
finally, Marvel like showing like high thigh skin and also like
Yeah.
Wolverine ass through mist. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
And I would just like to appreciate how iconic, I was thinking of this, how fucking iconic is the Sailor Moon transformation? Like, everybody
Amazing.
uses it. I'm
Yes.
playing Princess Peach Showtime right now, where she can turn
Same.
into one of 10 different, like,
Yeah.
characters. She does it
Yeah.
in that, too. And everybody knows exactly what you're talking about when you say Sailor Moon transformation.
Oh yeah. As soon as I
It's
saw it, I thought Sailor Moon transformation too. And when I read it, I was like, yes, thank you for getting this.
The precipice for so many things, like inspiration.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, before falling into hell, did you notice that like all the plants and everything that were growing out like in the mansion, they really resembled everything from the Savage Land, like all like the sinister plants, that also like resembled the first Krakoa. You know what I mean? And also Krakoa now in the comics. Like, I just thought it was so cool that they brought that back and that she's kind of tied to Sinister. So that was kind of her plans that she made above Hell.
Yeah, she's a plant amongst plants.
Don't think about redhead and plants.
Yeah. Did you catch that Beast said he's not a Lewis Carroll fan because one of those demons was a Jabberwocky?
Yeah, he called it Jabberwocky and then said Lewis Carroll. I love that.
Like, I'm not a
That
Lewis
is
Carroll.
so cool. I did not realize it. That is awesome.
I know there's so many like quick things that it's easy to miss if you're not paying attention.
Totally.
Oh, and I love this stupid Beast. After Bishop did Hell's Blast, Scott's like, "You're welcome." Like,
yes.
Oh, Scott.
That's another thing of like
I was like
how
proud of it
cool-
too. It's fine.
But that's like another thing cool that the new series is doing, like the showing the combinations of powers that they're using. Like, they never really did anything like that in the past, and they're like really, really honing in on that in this first season. It's just really
the combo-y stuff.
It's fucking amazing. I can't say it any better.
Well, and what's funny is Wolverine's getting on Scott's case for not being a good leader, yet the X-Men are working together better than they ever have. Like,
Right.
with all these things they're pulling.
Mm-hmm.
They learned some new tricks.
Yep.
Yeah.
From that Cyclops strategism. You know, he's got it. The tacticalness.
I don't even know what you're saying anymore.
Putting what you're putting down.
You want a what to me?
Later, the X-Team are being treated in the infirmary. In walks Rogue and Nito, tucking in their clothes. Rogue sees Remy and goes to him. Scott tells Nito that Sinister made the clone to get to Nathan. Morph tells the room who Sinister is. He's like, I should know. Look about the bags under my eyes. Ooh. And the atrocities he hath wrought. Just then, Jean is overcome by the voices in her head. Voices in my head. Ooh, yes. Falling. Okay. In reverse.
All the
Here we
things
go.
you said. All the things you said.
Beast reveals she doesn't yet have control over her powers. Nito tells the team it's time to go after Sinister. Morph volunteers to lead them to Sinister's hideout. Nito orders Rogue, Wolverine, and Beast to stay behind while they go after Sinister.
Yeah, leave your two heaviest hitters and Beast.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this counts, but I counted it as it's morphin' time because he morphed into Dark Morph, or they morphed into Dark Morph. So
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this got me thinking, when they morphed into the Dark Morph look, it makes sense that they wouldn't want to use that face anymore because it was such a traumatizing part of their life.
Mhm.
Like, that just really triggered that thought process to me of, yeah, they would want to use a new face, and especially with them being a shapeshifter, they're going to use a face of whatever they want. You know what I mean? Why be a gender?
Mm-hmm.
I think that you are absolutely correct. That is so insightful, honestly, to think of it that way, though. Like, it totally is that. That's exactly why he has his new face, you know? And it makes so much sense. Yeah. They. Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you for agreeing. I appreciate that. I make some sense sometimes. At the Sinister Estate, Mr. Sinister walks in with baby Nathan. He places Nathan in green boiling goo. I was like, what the fuck? He's boiling the baby.
Just puts him in there. Like the way that the camera was too is like right in there. Like it's very much a witch in her cauldron. In the pot.
I was just thinking Hocus Pocus. Yep.
Yes.
What I got is, I'm like, why is he putting baby Nathan into dip from Roger Rabbit?
Oh my god.
True. I like
You're
that.
animated. No, stay away. Not the shoe.
Save your shoes.
That was one of the most traumatizing scenes for me as a child. Seriously,
Yeah.
just being like,
It still is.
what's the other shoe doing now? Like,
That's such a valid concern.
I lost my
that was
partner.
like that was my biggest gripe. Being like,
Yeah.
that poor other one.
You know, at Oogie Boogie, the Oogie Boogie night at California Adventure, they had a live Judge Doom, and he'd bring out the shoe and put it in dip in front of you. It was so traumatizing. It was so amazing. I got video of it. I was so excited and so horrified.
Please forward that video. I need to see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He starts a machine to make baby Nathan invulnerable. So he puts him in the goo to make him invulnerable. What's he going to do to him?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
All right. Outside the estate, the X-Men show up. Magneto takes a moment to comfort Morph. This was amazing. We'll talk about this later, but it was so awesome. The team enters the mansion. Goblin Queen greets them in the foyer. Morph morphs into Ileana to fight Goblin Queen. Goblin Queen avoids the fight and instead turns Morph evil with a touch. Morph morphs into Darkchild. Magneto locks into combat with the Goblin Queen. She shows him that she can control more than just metal and easily dispatches him. This was so cool, the animation of this too, like just the color of her using her powers. It was so amazing. Cyclops blasts Goblin Queen, drawing blood. She uses the glove as She uses it as lipstick and kisses Scott. You know, as one does. She promises him that she'll make him bleed as well.
Oh.
Okay.
It was so Castlevania.
Yeah, that's exactly what I felt too. I was like, this is basically like the anime from Netflix of Castlevania. This is so good. Oh, amazing. Go ahead, Shawn.
I'm watching this show right now called Captain Laserhawk by the creator of Castlevania, and it's just madness, and it's amazing. Like, Rayman's in it as like an announcer on the news. Like, the main character is a queer guy. There's a character who like calls on a rainbow, and then he turns into the 5 Power Rangers. It's so amazing. And my friend Chris told me about it. I'm like, this is so amazing, and I love it.
Wow.
What is it on?
It's on Netflix. It's only 6 episodes, and they're like 20 minutes each. But it's just, they call it a fever dream by the creator of Castlevania in the description.
Oh my gosh.
Captain Laserhawk.
I'm gonna definitely tune in.
Yeah.
Right up my alley.
So Ryan,
go
ahead.
I was gonna say, did you catch the Goblin Queen's hair flip? She's like, she was doing her thing, and I loved it so much. It was so slipe. I'm like, oh, it was like, she's like, whatever, minions.
Whatever.
It was her own little Black Widow, like the hair flip.
Yeah.
Which there's a moment in Princess Peach Showtime when you're a superhero and she does the Black Widow like hero landing. I was like, everybody's in on that now.
Oh my god, I love that. I've only gotten to, I think I've just finished Cowgirl.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds funny when you say it like that. Always back to fucking with you, the cowgirl position.
Sorry.
So you keyed on it too, Ryan. The simple act of Magneto like comforting Morph, like that shows so much for his character. What were your thoughts on it?
Honestly, this brings me back to actually the comics, a more recent Pride issue of Marvel, actually. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, but it was Magneto like back in like First Class days. And it was Magneto kind of like talking to Bobby. And like Bobby, like him knowing that Bobby was gay at that time and like comforting him and being like, Charles, you idiot, how did you not know this? Like, and it kind of like just really brought me to that, like thinking of that and like how actually genuine Magneto can be. And I just really like, I mean, he could be a complete dick too of a father as well, but this just, it really like the compassion that showed in this really, really made me like heartstrings are pulled.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. I love seeing big, strong, manly, straight characters. They can be compassionate. they can lend a hand to somebody who's non-binary, someone who's queer like Iceman. So I love that we get this image that like just because you're friends with a queer person or just because you're showing emotion doesn't mean you're queer. You can just want to connect with someone on a human level.
Right.
That's all that means.
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring that up too, because I've a friend of mine got to speak to someone at like a con that actually was part of X-Men '97, and they stated that like a lot of like the queer people on the staff were being like, like let's make Morph and Wolverine have like an actual relationship and all that stuff, and like it like made me feel so good because like the guy that he was talking to basically said, like Wolverine's not that character though. Like Wolverine, of this in this reality, Wolverine's not gay. There's a reality where Wolverine is gay and he's fucking Hercules. But let's make this as real as possible. Let's still show that this queer person can be attracted to a straight person, and that straight person can literally be like, listen, I love you as a person, but I don't love you that way. And so that was kind of like the fight that they had throughout like the planning of this season of like trying to go of like how the relationship of Wolverine and Morph was going to be.
It's like the Rocket Man movie.
Yeah. And it's like Ultimate X-Men, because Colossus was queer in that, and Colossus had a crush on Logan, so there are all these little things, like they were peeing next to each other and Colossus just looks over. So there are a lot of moments, and Logan's never like weirded out by it, but he does shut it down, so it's giving me that. Yeah.
One other thing that I forgot to mention that I wanted to say though too, do you guys feel that like the score of like X-Men '97 is like literally like it's blowing me out of like the park, to be honest with you? Not like just the New Beginning song and all that stuff, because I did find out that I guess that like there's actually like a lawsuit with the original song, and that's why they weren't able to reuse it for this. And like they don't have like someone doesn't have the rights for it. I'm like, just let Marvel know that they'll get the rights. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why they have like a new thing. But the film score of this, like when Jean was turning everything back to normal from Madelyne's like reality distortion, and like when Storm was brought down all those Sentinels in episode 2, like just like the background score of it. Like I love it, film scores. Like that's what I actually listen to during work. I like listen to that instead of when I'm not listening to Solving for X. Yeah.
Good save.
I'll listen to that like when I'm working. So like I'm in love with this film score. It's so moving and like so much more powerful than the original.
Yeah, I forgot to note that, but when it really hit me when they went into Sinister's mansion, the music right there is like it really got me. It's really creepy, really atmospheric, really good.
It
loving
sets a
it
tone,
too.
and in any situation, it sets that proper tone, and it feels right.
Yeah.
They have such good like scene changes and like just the score changing of it and everything. It's just amazing, phenomenal.
Yep.
Chef's kiss. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's talk about this. It's morphin' time. So,
oh my gosh,
It's morphin' time! I am an idiot.
Morph turns into magic, and then
Ileana,
into our child, Ileana.
Ileana.
So, this is what I noticed, and this is why I love this, and why I have to make
the
sense
Dark
of it.
Child thing.
Well, because Ileana is such a big part of Inferno. So I love that we got to see her be part of this. But if we think about Ileana in the terms of the show, in Red Dawn in 1993, she's a small child. She's only like 8 or 9 years old. So now this is 97, and she's aged, good.
Oh, yeah.
What, 15 years at least? which we know in the comics, Ileana got trapped in limbo and then came out of limbo older. But my thing is, I want to see that happen. I want to know how it happened. Where was Colossus when this happened? Where were the X-Men when this happened? So the only reason why I have questions here is I hope we get to either see it. I hope there's a comic book that explains it. I want to see the transition from young to older Ileana.
Because how do we get to this point, and how does Morph know her to transform
Exactly.
her?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
So,
I had the
both
same
versions of
gripe
her.
for that too. And also, in between this, though, too, when Morph was like getting attacked or whatever, didn't he like when he morphed? He didn't fully
Okay.
morph. I'm sorry. When they morphed, they when they morphed, they didn't change their body, or their body presentation was morph, but as female, like a form, basically. Like they still had breasts, they still had the more V like basic, like it was kind of cool that like when she changed, she was changing back, she was basically not fully changed back into like a male form morph. It was a female morph. So I kind of like that too, because it really is just showing everyone that they truly are non-binary.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm really hoping also that we do get some type of comic. I know that the comics that are being released monthly, or I don't know if it's monthly or weekly or whatever it is, but
It's monthly, unfortunately.
Damn. But those are supposed to be the like 6 months or year in between, in like stories that have happened to the X-Men in between that. So it's kind of like a prequel to it. So I don't know, maybe we'll get some backstory. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if we probably won't get it within those because there's only 4, but I wonder if those do well, if maybe we would go back and get more of a magic story or things like that.
That would be cool. But I do also want to see it in real life. Like in cartoon form instead of comic form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. So good, so good. But yeah, also, did Darkchild have goat legs?
I forgot to look. She should have goat legs, though.
I mean, honestly, give me the goat leg and give me the tail. You know, like that's what if I got the horn, I want the goat legs and the tail.
Oh yeah, and for anyone who may not know, Darkchild is Magic's like dark form, her basically Dark Phoenix form, because she was stuck in limbo for a while. She came back to life after dying from the lake. Well, Magic she's a whole thing. She got stuck in limbo, came out grown up, and then to stop Inferno, they pulled her out, so she never got older. So it's confusing. So she came back as a child. The child died from the legacy virus. And then for a good, 15 years, we didn't see any Magic until she came back. But she wasn't really Magic. She was Darkchild, and her soul wasn't there. But then they never really explained it, but they were able to put her soul back. So now Magic's back. But yeah, Darkchild was the evil form of Magic.
She's pretty predominant in the comics right now, too.
Yeah.
She's a main person. It's got an awesome story arc. Highly recommend it if you've got time.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been one of my favorites since I was young. I love her.
Back at the manor, Jean is going apeshit as Logan tends to her. She can hear everything going down in the fight with Goblin Queen in her mind. Logan comforts her by opening his mind to her. Look deeper into my love. Oh, yes. Jean is overtaken with the depth of Logan's love for her. Oh, there it goes. She remembers him. Just then she senses Scott's pain. She heeds Beast's warning as she stays in bed, but uses her mind to attack Goblin Queen. Jean takes them both to the astral plane where she reveals she was the Phoenix, power incarnate, goddess.
So this is what we were talking about earlier. We have one of our You Look Familiars, X-Men, or the Uncanny X-Men 136. We get that dead Jean with Cyclops holding her, which was one of the images we saw. You mentioned the Comic-Con image with Cyclops. We get the original X-Men image again. We get a lot right here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that actually one of the first, you remember when they redid First Class, they came out with the First Class comics where they just read the first, is that maybe one of those actually?
Maybe. Let me go into my Marvel Unlimited app. and pull
one of
that
them-
up real quick.
I don't know if it was here, but one of the things she looked at was like a promo art for '97 that they just switched out the Sentinel for a mountain or something. So
Yeah, I noticed that one. That
Yeah.
one was funny. I don't see it in X-Men First Class. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if anybody listening knows and can fill us in where that original 5 picture comes from, please let us know so we can
yeah,
figure this
I know
mystery out.
I know I found it somewhere, but I can't remember what I saw. But I can find it
Yeah.
again. Is this
Okay.
where Jean did her ponytail though? I love that she like put her hair in a
So-
ponytail. I'm like, ponytail Jean means business.
Yep.
That is in my notes. I said the power of a high ponytail
See?
is like something. It's like a secondary mutation for X-Men.
Right.
Remember when Storm did it and she was
Yes.
like, to the monorail?
She was so
Like-
great.
I
It's
always
the
loved Jean with
Dixie
the
Kong-
high pony too.
Power.
Yeah, Dixie.
Oh man, that's hilarious. I love that.
All right. We get taken to a memory when Jean first met Xavier. He reveals to her he also has powers. We see Jean's friend get hit by a car and die, which awakened Jean's power. So she was actually like in her friend's mind when she died. So that's what kind of messed Jean up at a young age.
God.
Yeah.
Very
Goblin
tragic.
Queen
Sad story.
What was that?
It's tragic. Such a sad story.
Yeah. Goblin Queen demands to be given answers. Astral Jean swallows her, and Gobby finds herself in the womb with Nathan. That was weird. She relives his birth. Jean and Gobby connect over Nathan. Goblin Queen is torn from Sinister's control. She enlists Scott's help to save Nathan. And I counted the birth as a Jean-gasm. I know Jean was making some noises, but they weren't as orgasmy, so it's hard to know, like, should we count them? But this one I'm going to count.
Okay.
Would you count the one earlier in the episode when she was? I guess it'd be a goblin-gasm because Goblin Queen did it, but when she was in real Jean's mind when she first did it, and then she was like when she saw the fake memories basically without any faces on them, and then out of nowhere she's like, ah.
Oh, well, when I rewatch it tonight, I'm going to pay attention to that.
It might be a
And the
goblin-gasm,
ghosts.
though, like I said. Yeah.
I noticed something here though too, that it's that little Cyclops toy she was holding was exactly the same Cyclops toy that was in her bedroom when she visited Prometheus, her cat, and stuff.
Oh,
It was on her bed in that
right.
scene. So the exact same toy.
wow.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So
That is really
and I don't
cool.
think a lot of people noticed that, but I remembered it because I remember we talked about it on the episode.
Mhm.
And there it is. So how
Attention
cool.
to detail.
Yeah.
I actually believe that was one of the questions on the
Yeah,
quiz.
the name of the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
both knew it. I was so surprised.
Yeah. And so I remember that I think we had Dax on that week. And I remember, did you see the Cyclops plush thing? And he's like, you're like, no. I'm like, there's a Cyclops. It's so funny. And it's just funny. It's neat.
Sinister is in his lab doting over baby Nathan when he is suddenly blasted by Cyclops.
My body.
Goblin Queen telekinetically holds Sinister against the wall as the two parents free their child. Sinister warns them that they have doomed Nathan by freeing him. Sinister quotes, "Ladybird, ladybird, fly away. Your house is on fire, and your child is all gone." As he leaves, Nathan is taken over with the technovirus.
Yep.
Not to be confused with the legacy virus.
Yeah, not to be confused. I love that Sinister like quoted this Ladybird thing because it feels very sinister that he would do that. Like he's kind of an evil beast.
Right.
It's
He's
on
been
par,
around for a
it's
long time,
catty,
so
it's very campy. It's totally sinister. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like any evil
I'm a
gay,
diva!
you know?
A diva like Mary J. Blige!
Yep.
He's the drama. He's the
He is the
villain.
drama. So this happened in X Factor actually. Apocalypse infected baby Nathan because he wanted to infect him to see if he could survive, basically. Like, is this like the Messiah that we've been promised? If I infect him, will he live? And the X-Men actually were able to save Nathan by taking him to Ship. Ship is actually what kept Nathan alive until a member of Clan Ascani came from the future, the Fuchsia, and took Nathan, which, fun fact, Ascani was actually Rachel. It was an old lady, Rachel, who was leading this group to save her brother.
Do you think we're going to see her?
I'm hoping. I think we will. I think we'll get there.
Who is the person that Old Jubilee is playing?
Abscissa?
Okay. Yeah. I was like, wait, was it
It's
Ascani?
like
I was like, because that would be actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, apparently she's playing a very deep cut character that I don't even remember, but it's like an alternate older version of Jubilee, which is fitting.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We
Spoiler
better get
alert.
some Generation X then in that.
Yeah.
In that episode, yeah. Oh, I love it. Also, okay, so did you notice though when we were going back and like reviewing or seeing Jean's like the first time that her powers enhanced? Did you notice that when you were spinning the wheelchair, there was actually a red diamond in the wheelchair that was blinking?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, right before it turned to Professor Xavier's. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So it did
Dang.
that, and I was like, so does that mean that like Sinister is pulling all these memories, or
I know.
like yeah, like that he's.
This is some
does
Kingdom
he
Hearts
also-
shit right now.
Yes. My brain hurts after these episodes sometimes. No.
Yeah. Gene's gonna start going as Nexage.
That name.
You change up the letters and add an X. That's how it works.
Yep.
It's just,
oh my gosh.
it just sounds wrong. Yeah, it sounds like a category on Pornhub.
That's on my
Jackson?
list. Yeah.
How about Jackson? We'll go Jackson.
Excellent. I love it.
Oh, me, 15. Okay. Back at the manor, Beast is studying baby Nathan. He tells fake Jean and Cyclops that Nathan has the TO virus. Oh, this is getting some Resident Evil like now. The TO virus. Beast tells them they can't save Nathan this time, but maybe in the future. Bishop offers to take Nathan to his fuchsia past, but his bracelet will only support him and Nathan. Cyclops gets upset at having to abandon his son! The same way my father abandoned me! I will not be a deadbeat father! Never! I get mad and leave. I mean, he gets mad and leaves.
Oh, wow. You turned into Cyclops.
I take
you really embraced that.
I didn't know we were going method.
It happens sometimes. Yeah.
Yes. Take the floor, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So my only thing here is I thought Scott made his peace with Corsair.
Yeah.
Especially when he had to tell him about redheads at the end of the monorail episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even though he's good with Corsair, that still the trauma of being not having a father at that time still affects him. So it's still a part of his, growing up process. He doesn't want to do that,
Okay, fair enough.
I was thinking that too. He might be good now, but he just doesn't want to have his son have those feelings that he had.
Same things. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Later that night, Goblin Mama takes Nathan out to the lake with her. She telepathically puts her thoughts into this is so sweet. She puts her
It's so
thoughts
good.
into Nathan's head to let him know how loved he is. She hands Nathan over to Bishop. Bishop and the bebe head into the time stream. Fake Jean cries for her bebe. I have thoughts.
It was beautiful.
Get ready for the end. I have thoughts on this. I know where everything's going. I'm going to be wrong, but I know where everything's going.
Do tell. Yeah.
No, not yet. No. 2 more scenes, then you'll find out.
Oh, all right. Fake Jean goes to leave the manor. She doesn't feel like this is home anymore. It's also bugging her that she doesn't know when they swapped and who experienced what. Jean tries to get her to stay. Fake Jean says no and asks to be called Madelyne Pryor so that she can have her own life as an individual. Jean goes to check on Scott in their room.
I think this is funny because, yeah, her name's Madelyne Pryor, but in this continuity, there's no reason for her to pull this name out of her ass. She's like, call me Madelyne Pryor.
I know. Because
I have no
Pryor
idea
alive.
about Madelyne by any means, but Pryor I kind of liked a little bit just because, like prior to this she was Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So that, and to be honest, until this episode, I've read these comics for my entire life, and it never hit me that I'm like, is that why she chose the last name Pryor? Like, prior to she was someone else prior to this? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, that's probably why the writers chose it, but I don't know about her.
Yeah. Because originally it was just her name. Like, she wasn't created to be a clone of Jean. That came later, so this was just her name. But I like the thought process of, like, Pryor. She was something prior.
And I remember, like, Scott was like, are you Jean? And she's like, slap! I am not Jean! Like, I'm a different person.
Madelyne loves to slap and get slapped in the comics.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all she did for the past, few years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her and Jean, it's been a slap bitch fest.
Yeah.
Seriously.
All right. Bring us home on 18,
Okay.
Kevin. Yep.
The next day, at a bar named after a drag queen, Tequila Mockingbird, in Dallas, Texas, Aurora is in a bad state in a hot new outfit. She's day drinking. Oh, the scandal! Just then, a Native American, right, with a ponytail, sits next to her. He'd be hot too. He tells her, "I'd like someone to make it rain," and now with dollar bills. Oh, he introduces him. He introduces himself as Forge and tells Storm he wants to help get her powers back. I was right.
Oh my god! I freaked the fuck out when this happened. Seriously. But, okay. Also, have they met in the cartoon? Like, I'm trying to.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I know they
if
met
Storm
in the
was
future.
There. Yeah.
Because wasn't he part of sending them back, him and Wolverine?
Maybe.
Or her and Wolverine?
When Bishop went to Back to the Future, he told Forge about it, and Forge told a past version of himself to go see Storm.
Well, I have a theory. This isn't my big theory, but I have a theory that this Forge created the gun that made Storm lose her powers like he did in the comic. So even though they haven't met, he knows the gun was used against her. So I think he's trying to appease the fact he caused this.
Make
and
amends.
I think it's going to be a point of drama later in the series when she finds out that he created the gun.
I love it. I was trying to explain this all to to Mike, like, while watching this, and I'm like, this is deep. This is deep. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, a while back, he didn't know that he created this gun. He didn't know that he, what it was going to be used for, some shit like that. And then him and Storm got together. Didn't end up well. It didn't go well in the end of the story. Yeah. But people make mistakes. Remember, that's what I said on the last one. People make mistakes. Yeah.
And what's funny is I didn't even catch, the name of the bar. I didn't catch the double entendre that is Tequila Mockingbird. Tequila Mockingbird. I feel so stupid.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I always said that would be a great drag name. I came up with that years ago, and I'm sure it's been happening a lot, but I'm like, that's totally a drag name, and I thought it was funny. So
Okay.
Yeah, it was on my mind for
So-
a
I'm
long
gonna
time.
search that on Instagram after this. I'll send you guys Tequila Mockingbird after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
She better be a hot drag queen.
I mean, she better be serving fish, honey. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here's my theory. Let's see if this goes anywhere.
All right.
So if you think about it, all these pieces that are coming into play. So Professor X is quote unquote dead. Nathan is born to be the ultimate weapon, and he's taken to the future. So I'm thinking, is Bishop going to... Oh, and Mr. Sinister did say if only they could have seen the future that would have come of this child. He said that, which has made me go on this thought process.
Yeah.
Are we going to go into Age of Apocalypse? Is that what we're setting up for here?
Or is the future that he was going to create be Strife?
That's true.
And then Strife would be like the bad guy in season 2. You know, like that. Like Bishop found the future that Strife was in, and somehow Strife makes his way back to X-Men 97. Because wasn't this kind of around the time that Strife was kind of actually introduced?
It is. You're right. Because, when...
And we're not going to know that he's Strife until 97 reveals it. You know, like
so we're
there's
gonna
just
have
going to be
Cable
a new...
masquerading as Strife.
Yeah, there's
Or
just going to be
Strife
like...
masquerading as Cable.
Yeah, there's going to just be like this, like, oh, you think that it's Cable, but no, it's actually going to be Strife now.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. Those are
You
some
made me
pretty
just
sound
think of that,
theories.
seriously, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I kind of took over your theory.
Well, that was it. Because then I'm wondering if maybe Theo James would then voice Nate Gray if they adapted Nate Gray into, this Nathan grows up into that Nate Gray.
I could totally see... Well, are Madelyne and him going to end up together then? No.
Oh, that gets weird. Let's not talk about
it's
that.
really... I don't know if X-Men 97 can handle that.
I'm also wondering, do you think this is the end of Madelyne? I'm wondering if Sinister will drive her crazy later and she'll come back, because this seemed very quick for her.
Right.
I
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, you don't make an action figure out of one episode, so I don't think that, what's it called? She's only going to be in one episode.
No.
Same thing with Execution.
Yeah.
They made an action figure of him. I don't think that we're done with the end of him either.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
We still at least got another season. 2 seasons. So, yeah, they'll be back for sure.
All right, so let's talk about how we felt about this episode, boys, and then if you thought it was Britishly bitchin' like Emma, pretty cool like Iceman, Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it, kind of hate it, fat and sweaty like Jubilee, or unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool.
Well, boys, you guys are popping my rating cherry. This is the first time I get one of these ratings. Get to do one of these ratings. Is it okay if I go first?
Go for it.
All right. I'm gonna choose Britishly bitchin' like Emma. Like seriously, I thought that this was so good. The way, like how I mentioned earlier, just the way that how they took an X-Men story and put it into an episode. That like this X-Men story, Inferno, took like months to tell, but they put it into an episode and they just made it like perfect. Not perfect, but you know what I mean. Like they made it perfect for a 32-minute episode. To describe all that, like me and Shawn as like comic book readers and stuff like that, we really like connected with the whole like Inferno part of it, where the toys were turning into people, stuff like that, or turning into demons. It was perfect. Bittersweet bitchin' for me.
Nice. Kevin?
I'm gonna This is another episode that's like banging. Like it's so good. And like they have everything it needs to in there. They have all of the emotional pieces. They have all of the action pieces. It's beautiful to look at. The score we talked about, characters, and they're adapting things and they're having all the Easter eggs and they're doing it right. And it's great to see it. Like it's not letting up. So I'm giving it a Britishly bitchin' as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing that I was thinking this morning, is somehow the Luwalds and now Beau DeMaio have managed to create this beast that if you are a fan of the comics, you know exactly what they're telling you. But if you're not, you can just go along for the ride.
Enjoy.
Like, it's amazing how they've like managed to bring everybody along. No matter who you are, you can get enjoyment out of this. And yeah, like Ryan said, they masterfully showed us a glimpse of Inferno and brought it to life. So Britishly bitchin'. We're all Emma Frost in this one.
Woo!
Yay!
Yes.
All right,
Just like
Ryan, who would
Diamond.
you say is... Huh?
Just like Diamond, it was perfect.
Yep. I am my own best friend. Who would you say is the MXP?
I'm gonna go with Jean, because for her to literally come out of like a coma, kind of just being brought back and literally taking out someone that is basically her equal, it kind of seemed like, you know, according to like what we saw, and she destroyed her.
Yeah.
Like it was so good. And also I kind of liked her wanting to be like, stick around, like let's figure this out together. But also not harping on her to be like, if you want to do your own thing and discover you as you, do that then. But we're always here, you know, like, and I think that Jean deserved it. Yeah, I go with Jean.
I'm just gonna cut in real quick and say, yeah, I had all the same reasons to pick Jean. I don't have to re-describe it. So jumping on your bandwagon.
No worries. Hop along.
Yeah, no, I was gonna pick that too, but I decided to go with Maddie just because it was her moment to shine. She got to we get to see her trauma. We get to see that scene with baby Cable, amazing. The fact that she kind of turned this dark side, but then she realized that Scott and her both want to protect the baby, so like, let's go get our son. All these really nice moments that she had. So I'm gonna give it to Maddie just because it was her time to shine. But yeah, Gina is my next part. Gina's my X Factor, so spoiler.
Nice. All right, so let's get to X Factor. So your favorite moment of this, or how this episode showcases the X-Men universe as a whole. What's yours, Ryan?
So my favorite X Factor would have to be Madelyne versus Magneto. Just the way that, like, the animation of that was just amazing, and just to see like Magneto literally taking the metal to try and block the glass from cutting him. Like it was just, it was really amazing. What did I say? Him again? No,
No, just the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's like,
And
you can only
also,
control
like,
metal. I can control everything.
Yes. And then also you get to see like Magneto nipple too. So
That's
like,
true.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Milk
Yeah.
that.
That so that fight scene would be my that would be mine.
All right. How about your Jean Grey, Kevin?
Yes, I put my X Factor is Jean showing compassion for Maddie. She's supporting her in the same way that Madelyne kind of supported Storm previously in the episode before. And there's no girl drama over which normally there something like this there would be like my man, la, 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 la. But no, there's none of that. Just pure understanding for what they do share in common. Right.
Yeah.
Good
Good point.
So they know what they share in common, but they also know what makes them special in their own right and what makes them individuals, and they accept that and in each other, which is really a great moment. So,
yeah. And I love, just mine is opposite Kevin's. I chose Jean first, then Madelyne second. My X Factor is getting to see Madelyne, getting to see her with Jean's power just completely let loose. Like, this is what Jean would be if she was evil. We see how easily she took down Magneto, one of the most powerful mutants. So I love that we're seeing not only Madelyne, but we got to see Jean be a boss bitch in this. So just Jean, Madelyne as a whole in this level, like this is their episode. Yeah. They're getting it. We really get to see these powerful women, and Jean's no longer your dad's Jean from the original series. She's her own person now.
She's not gigantisming all the time now, just only a little bit.
But I just want to know when was the switch? We got to figure out when did that took place in the cartoon.
Oh, so previously on, I want to know, when do you think Jean got swapped?
How funny.
Are
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
are you
so funny.
telepathic? Yeah.
So I came up with some choices here. So was it before X-Men 92? Was it after X-Men 92? Was it after the Phoenix Saga when Jean was thought to be dead? Or was it during Beyond Good and Evil?
I don't know.
So here's my thought here. So
Okay.
I mean, before X-Men 92, obviously that's going to be a huge change. That means Jean
Yeah.
wasn't there at all. It was all Maddie.
Yeah.
After X-Men 92, was it within that year? The reason I put after Phoenix Saga is that would have huge implications because while Jean was dead, did Maddie swap out and it was Maddie the Dark Phoenix? Is this like the saving grace for Jean?
Right.
Are Beyond Good and Evil, I'm going to say this now, this is my vote, because the way
Same.
I see it, Mr. Sinister captured Jean and took her to
then-
Apocalypse,
right.
but who's to say he didn't swap her out before taking her to Apocalypse? Which would mean
Right.
that Jean wasn't in season 5, it was all Maddie.
Right.
And that also means that not only did Sinister have just Jean Grey's DNA at that point, he also had Rachel Grey's. Because remember, Rachel was in one of those
True.
tubes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe she was Rachel Grey back then, too. I don't think she was Rachel Summers. I think that just happened recently, right?
Right.
Oh, I think she started as Rachel Summers, and then when Phoenix died at one point, she turned to Rachel Grey. I forget when, though.
It's because she got mad at Cyclops. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So you said Beyond
I'm gonna
Good
say
and
I'm gonna
Evil,
agree.
Ryan?
I'm gonna agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that
So
makes
we're all
most
Beyond
sense, and I really hope that it is.
Yeah.
Also, I hope that we get like a flashback of like when that happens, so that we can get
Right.
like a bunch of other cameos during that time too. So what's it called? Because I mean that was one of my favorite parts too. Bring me Karma, so we can get all the New Mutants. She was in there.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
I know. We already have Cannonball. We just had Magic. We have Sunspot. Bring in Karma.
So, do you guys think that at the end of this, do you think that Sunspot is going to be a main X-Man? Or do you think that this is going to be kind of like a branch off to Cable just starting X-Force with now all of these people now kind of like, because New Mutants, basically the last episode of New Mutant, or last issue of New Mutants was Cable, or the last storyline was Cable recruiting them to be basically X-Force. So do you think that it's going to change into an X-Force, or do you think that they're going to get Sunspot just joining the X-Men? Which would be cool too. I also have a theory as well.
I'm hoping there's a spin-off show that we get, like Magic, Cannonball. You know, I know Magic was never on X-Force, but for this universe, it would make sense, and that would be cool.
Oh, I think it would be perfect. Yeah, I completely agree. I really hope that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind Roberto Giacosa on the Sunspot on X-Men, especially since
some Boom Boom.
Yeah, we've already got her too. We had her in the episode. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe Wiz Kid will join that other team, and then also Skids and Rusty.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right. So next up, and this one's a little hard because I already know what this episode's about. It was kind of like talked about before the show aired, but we've got Motendo / Life Death Part 1. So did you guys already hear what Motendo is?
I did not.
Oh, yes. I actually just recently heard about it. It inspired a Funko Pop, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what it's about, Kevin?
Yes.
So what if Jubilee got captured by Mojo and was forced to take part in a 16-bit video game?
Oh, I did hear something about this briefly. I just didn't understand. Okay, yes.
And then Life Death is actually part of the comics. It was a comic event where it had a lot to do with Storm losing her powers and talking with Forge. So we're obviously going to see part of that story. And then later on, we get Life Death Part 2. So I think we're going to get another like Storm-centric part at the end of the episode like we did in this one.
Yeah.
Awesome. I cannot
Cool.
wait.
I know.
And part of me is
All right,
like
Ryan.
upset they didn't release it all at one time, but I'm happy that we have to wait and like have suspense.
This is my favorite way to watch things. Actually, I like
Yeah.
it this way.
We're happy
It
for
reminds
the
me of the
sake
old
of this
ways.
show. I don't know what we would have done if all 10 episodes came out at once.
That would be a lot. That would be a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Ryan, where can people find you if they haven't gotten enough of you?
All right. You can find me on Instagram at RYEORIO. I'm there, or you can actually find me in the comments of Solving for X. I'm there posting about stuff too.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah.
good poster. You post a lot. Thank you.
Of course. I love you guys.
Oh, we
Yay,
love you. How about you, Kevin?
Yeah, you can find me on my personal Instagram, KJEEZY87. I'm going to be at WonderCon this coming weekend. Today. I'll be there today and Saturday and Sunday. So come find me. I'll be in cosplay. I'll be doing Cyclops. I'll be doing Spider-Man. I'll be doing some different outfits. Cool. And then you can go find my other podcast, Words of the Witches, on Instagram, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. So
Cool. And you can find me on Instagram under Sean Perrette. Look for our solvingforx.xmen.tasks on there as well. I'm going to start posting the day of the episode. So if you want to leave a comment for anything you want us to point out or talk about in the episode, we will call you out. So look for that every Wednesday.
yeah.
Besides that, thank you for listening. And Ryan, thank you so much for joining us again. It's always a blast.
Yay.
You guys, this is always the highlight of my week. So thank you guys so much. I always enjoy nerding out with you guys. Like I always say, when I love comics, I always comic all over my pants, and that's all I do when I'm talking with you guys.
Aw,
Woohoo,
I
we
comic
love
all
that.
over my pants too.
Yeah.
My favorite kind of mess.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for listening, Sexy Xies. We'll see you next week for Wait.
That's that episode.
Motendo. I almost said Nintendo. Motendo.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.